Hello, vinyl community. This is Melvin Ramon. Let's talk about music. Been a little while since I did a video. Not intentional, just kind of busy. I got a few purchases. I'm going to start with some things I bought. Hell's Headbangers, some metal stuff. Hell's Headbangers had a sale, so I decided to use that as an opportunity to catch up with my Acid Witch collection. Acid Witch are a psychedelic doom, I would say, I don't know, maybe someone else might come with a better description of their sound. Band from Detroit. It's kind of, as you can see here, some Halloween themed stuff, some spooky horror things. I'm not usually a fan of colored vinyl, but this one does come on candy corn vinyl, which, given all the Halloween stuff in their sound, I thought was a pretty neat color trick. This is their first album, Witchtanic Hallucinations. I think it's their first album. I might have put these in there out of order and messed myself up, but I got 3 of them. This would be the second one here. Stone. This one I think is on black vinyl. Lots of cool Halloween-y artwork. Like I said, kind of a doomy, slow, heavy, but psychedelic sound, lots of trippy noises. Definitely something I like a lot, and something I had been meaning to get. Like I said, the website had a sale, so I picked them all up. This is the only one that's not a gatefold. It did, however, have a pretty cool insert there. Evil Sound Screamers is the title of this one, by the way. Also, while I was at it, I picked up, this is the second record I purchased by Bonehunter. They're a Finnish speed metal band. Not really getting the lighting I thought I was on the records. Sorry about that. Band, kind of punky, but still very much metal stuff. Good raw stuff, shouted vocals, kind of a trashy element that I really love. Makes it super fun, super enjoyable. And then one more metal thing from that purchase. It was $5 for $6.66 or something like that. $66.60 or something. There was a 666 involved, of course. It's a metal thing. This is an Australian, I guess people call it progressive death metal band. They're it's really weird, almost avant-garde kind of aspect to their sound. It's kind of gray on black, so it's not really showing up here. Going to show up too well in the camera, but it's interesting stuff going on in the artwork. Kind of a really complicated, heavy sound. Not for the faint of heart, but definitely something I enjoy. Another recent purchase, more Umdu Maktar. Assume I'm pronouncing it right again. This is a lot of black stuff. You're going to see a lot of black in this video. Sorry about that. This is a Tuareg desert blues artist. I babbled on about it in the last video. This is a live album recorded at Third Man Records. I have a number of live albums recorded by Third Man at Third Man Records, and they always come off really, really well. And so I really recommend those anytime you come across them. Up next here, my heroes have always been Cornballs. This is a 2019 release by JPEGMAFIA. I think there's some inserts. JPEGMAFIA is a noise hip-hop artist along the lines of like Death Grips or Clipping or something like that. It's really abrasive beats, lots of shouted raps, or seemingly shouted raps. He kind of goes for some eye-catching, controversial subject matter and song titles. Definitely artist I really, really like. I'd like to see bigger things happen for him. He's caught a lot of attention, got a lot of great reviews. I'm a fan so far. Up next we have Shabaka and the Ancestors, Wisdom of the Elders. This is a jazz, free soul jazz record. from a London artist, Shabaka Hutchings. I'm sorry. He is also involved in Comet is Coming and Sons of Kemet, who I've talked about before, who are also getting a lot of pretty great attention. There's a really cool, unique jazz scene going on in London right now. Excited to see that, and this is so far the least favorite for me of the 3 projects I've heard, but still well worth purchasing and well worth getting into. Up next, another recent purchase. This is a reissue of the Gun Club's Pastoral Hide and Seek. This lineup featured Kid Congo Powers, who was also a Bad Seed and a Cramp, and Patricia Morrison, who was in Sisters of Mercy, and something else that I'm forgetting right now. This is a little bit of a later, more polished effort. Their first album, The Fire of Love, is a awesome, gnarly blues punk garage punk record. Super influential. Like I said, this is a little bit of a later one. Still great songs. I would have liked a little less polish on the production, but it's still got a kind of haunting quality to it that I find really engaging. I really enjoy everything I've heard from that band. Up next is Amyl and the Sniffers. This is a self-titled record. They're an Australian punk rock band. I've seen some other Vinyl Community members talk at length about them. There's not really a whole lot to say other than this is just a pretty good cracking punk rock record, and all the videos I've seen and reviews indicate that they are a hell of a live act too. Hopefully they'll come around to my area or nearby me soon enough that I will be able to catch them and enjoy their show. But I've been enjoying this record quite a bit, and glad to finally pick it up. Up next is Laugh's Best. This is a greatest hits album. Greatest hits, best of. They didn't really have any hits from Circus Devils, which is a side project of Robert Pollard of Guided by Voices fame. This tended to lean more towards his prog and weirder influences. It's a pretty good collection of his stuff. I don't have any of it on vinyl, and unfortunately most of the Circus Devil stuff is a little bit difficult to come by. Kind of ignored it as it was going on, but looking back, I think it's some of the best stuff he's done, so been excited to listen to more. Up next is Duo Limbo by Shit Kid. Definitely interesting thing here, interesting record here. They toured with the Melvins last year, and Dale Grover and Buzz Osborne played on the record. This also features Paul Leary of the Butthole Surfers and Josh Freese, who's been a drummer that's been in a million things on it as well. It's sort of indie popish, but also heavier and weirder, as the pedigree of those other fellas might indicate to you. Not actually a, as the cover image might suggest, not actually a black metal release, but definitely not exactly your top 40 type of thing either. And one more while I'm burning through these. This is going to be a quick one. Just kind of pulled out. I haven't really talked about these guys. This is Lucero's 4th album, Nobody's Darlings. This is a black vinyl one. And get a little picture of an insert. They are a Memphis rock and roll band. Started out at kind of what I would call cowpunky, pretty boozy band. This record was produced by Jim Dickinson, who's known for producing The Replacements, and there's a Mudhoney record he did, and several other things. He's played on some Rolling Stone stuff. He's a kind of a notorious Memphis guy. This record kind of has that sound to it, but still a little bit of the twang. Lucero are a band, I really like their records, but their live show is really the thing that has hooked me. They're a fantastic and engaging live act. You get some of the rawness here, and the songs are really well written, and there's a lot of grit to their style. Really like that band. Anyway, kind of burned through it there a little quicker than I thought, but thank you for sitting around, and we'll catch you next time.